Welcome to Millinery channel. We are here to also put you through this felt fascinator. Here with me is the mold, then the felt material, scissors and some pins. So right now I'll be cutting out the quantity I'll be needing for this fascinator. So just place your mold and you imagine if this quantity is going to be enough. Actually, that is how I do my things when it comes to mold. Every other ones I can take the measurements. So that is just it. The next is to just pin. Now there are some felt materials that you actually need to soak inside the hot water to help them stretch. And aside from that, if you have a steamer, you can also use a steamer, or you just boil hot water in a kettle, then you use a steam to stretch the felt. For this particular felt, it's very soft and it's easy to stretch, so I won't be using any steam nor water. So far I'm still going to stiffen it. So I'm pinning down the fascinator, and when I'm done I'll have to stiffen it and dry. Okay, right now we are done with the pinning. Now we'll be cutting off the excess parts and then stiffen it and dry them. So after that, we'll now have a dried fascinator. As you can see, this is all dried up, and actually when it was dried, there were little white patches and I had to just spray them up. It's not really white patches, but the color wasn't much pronounced, so I had to spray them with the spray. And actually when you want to do this, please ensure you add enough stiffener, because the felt material is soft, and you not stiffening it well might result to some cracks, which I actually had on this fascinator. I didn't really stiffen it as I was supposed to do. So right now I will be attaching my millinery wire. All you need to do is get the measurement of the millinery wire, fold them the way the mold is, then you attach, and that is that for that. So I've been able to successfully fix the millinery wire and avoid some cracks. So now I'll be trimming the edges, and after trimming it, then I can just apply my U-gum, pin it down with my peg so it can dry up with the millinery wire. Then I can now put my petersham ribbon. So for you, you can just do another style, but for me this is the particular way I think it should be done, and it came out very nice. So I'm done fixing the millinery wire, and I've successfully pegged them, and they're all dry. So I've removed the pegs, and now I think it's time for us to attach the headband. You can also break or cut some millinery iron and fix at the two edges to form a headband, but I'm going to be using this rubber elastic band. So that is what I'm attaching to the fascinator, and when I'm done with that, I can now cover it up with the petersham material. So that's why I feel it's best you do this attachment before petersham ribbing, and that was what we did. So right now it's all done, and actually I'll be patching up this fascinator. This is called patches or patches. So however it's called, but I feel it's called patches. So you just patch up this with this beautiful lace flower, and I'll be applying gum to this, after which I'll be laying it accurately on the fascinator. Okay, as you can see now, it's all done, and the next is just to attach this crinoline. How did I form this crinoline? I know many of us already know how to form this shape, but for the sake of people that don't know how this crinoline was actually formed, I have a little piece that I'll be teaching you on how to do. Now, for each crinoline, especially the large ones, they have threads at the edge, one side of the edge. You pull it together, make it tie it up, then you cut off the excess, but you have to be very careful so you don't cut. Make sure you knot it very well so you can actually be comfortable with your cutting. So right now I'm done cutting it, then I've stretched them out. You can see how it's now looking. Not really stretched them, I've opened them up, and you can see how it's looking like the fat one, the big one, and that is how I actually formed the bigger one. And I'll be using the two now, and after attaching I'll also be embellishing with felt material. Okay, see, I'm done attaching the crinoline, and now this is the felt material I'll be using to beautify the crinoline. I actually cut a bigger circle and a smaller one, and for each circle I'll also be binding it up with another circle. So that's how I actually did this particular design, and it came out beautiful, and you can actually attest to that. So we are done with this particular embellishment, and you see how beautiful it's looking. So at this point, I'm actually meant to put the petersham um, ribbon, so to say. So, and thank you for staying with us, and thank you for your subscription, and thank you if you haven't subscribed, please do now, as the subscription button is on the screen, and also like and share. Thank you, and we'll be seeing in our next tutorial. Bye.